Hi, my name is Leroy Hamilton. I'm a photographer. Grew up in Los Angeles, was here for the Watts riots of 1965. And when I think back 20 years, I think about my father. On April 26, 1992, my father died. That Wednesday, I was on my way to buy flowers for my father's funeral when the verdict was read. I remember going into West Boulevard Florist shortly after the verdicts were read, and I ordered the flowers. After that, I went to Crenshaw to get the car washed so they'd be clean for the funeral. And Crenshaw Boulevard, if you've ever been on it, when things are getting a little hyped, you know what I'm talking about. There were people driving up and down Crenshaw Boulevard, honking their horns, hanging out their windows. And I didn't know what was going to happen, but I knew that this was going to be a crazy situation. So I left the car wash, headed to pick up my wife from work, and we then went to the Fedco store on the corner of La Cienega Boulevard. When we got inside the store, it was clear that something was going on. All the TV monitors in the electronics department were tuned to the news. And you could see footage from Florence and Normandy. I remember the young workers in the store, they were taking off their aprons because their plan was to head home. I remember one guy saying, "That's on my bus route. I live over there. I got to get out of here because the bus is going to stop running." But I just remember it was a very, very, very tough situation. And so when people ask me why I did not, I don't have any pictures from the riots, I just remember that my father died. And so it felt to me like not only had I lost him, but I was losing the city that I grew up in. The next morning, that Thursday morning, about 7 o'clock, I get a call from West Boulevard Florist, and they tell me that they can't deliver the flowers because it's a Korean-owned business, and they were moving their trucks and everything away from the store because they thought that the store would be destroyed. And so I had to scramble to get flowers from another source. So he was getting buried at the Inglewood Park Cemetery. I called there and they were able to fulfill the order. So the next morning, that Friday morning, his funeral service was held at the Inglewood Park Mortuary on Centinela. So I just remember looking across the street, waiting for the funeral to start, watching people going to the 7-Eleven store and looting and just taking whatever they could. Are things better today than they were in 1992? I think there was a level of civility in public discourse in 1992 that doesn't exist today. So in some ways, I think we're in a more dangerous situation now than we were then. I truly hope that we can find a way to talk. I hope there's a way that we can find a language of love so that different parts of the community can talk about things before they get out of hand.